Understand? Touch gloves. Just touch. Separate.
Yes, so Portable and Kataife.
Instructions
today boxing,
finally issued. Carter, FA and Portable. 4 2-minute rounds. Every bit a catchweight contest. The size difference is stark.
We are going to win this battle today.
Have huge social media
Kataife, show them.
Millions between them. But now they go toe-to-toe in the ring, and Portable fast out of the traps. Couple of big shots from Carter FA. It's a difficult one to analyse, but Niran, do your best.
Zazu in the comment section,
absolutely crazy stuff there. And you can see Portable resorting to something that looks like wrestling right here. And they need to listen to the referee. And that's where the problem is.
I'm watching boxing,
WWE or something right now.
Well, in fairness, they didn't really listen to the instructions before the fight. I think this is going to quickly become a street fight.
Yeah. And then both of them. I think Carter knows that if he's going to come, he has to come aggressively as well, because that's what Portable is all about. Portable, most times in his victory, has actually used, aggression, intimidation, and a host of other things. And Carter is trying to tell him, bring whatever you want to bring. I'm right here, and I think he's matched him well enough. Don't forget, he's the taller of the two fighters, and of course, he's also got the reach as well. And he's got the same kind of following, also ushering his crowd, telling them they need to come. But I think that if Portable calms himself down, he looks like the better boxer that can score punches, because I saw Carter FA swinging very wildly, and he got to a stage where he was pretty much like hammering down at the back of his opponent.
He's got the pose and the demeanour of the boxer between the two, but of course the height difference means he's having to stretch to fire anything. He'd be well versed to go to the body, but well, it's rock'em sock'em stuff, and it's whoever lands first here.
And now you can see that Portable knows that if he has that punch power as well, can he finish it up? He's catching Portable, but Portable is standing strong. He's got a lot of energy as well. The problem Portable is going to have in this fight is the fact that he needs to recognize he doesn't have the longer reach. And the moment he calms down, the better for him, because some sort of opportunity for him. Very unorthodox fighting style for both of them. I mean, it's pretty much like if he's swinging up his uppercuts.
Be interesting to look at the CompuBox numbers at the end of that round.
And it feels like the referee himself is so scared to even get in the middle so that he doesn't get caught with one by himself.
Yeah, I do wonder if our referee knows quite what he's let himself in for here. Just as well we haven't gone with corner graphics. Carter FA has a corner team of about 24.
And age could also be a factor here as well. 24 to 32.
Yeah, Portable the senior man by 8 years, but does have the little of any boxing experience out of the two.
And you know the funny thing about it, every time
Portable and Kataife,
we're just here to celebrate.
Today boxing.
He always wants to touch the gloves, and Portable is not having any of it.
I tell when I say Kataife go win this thing, I know angry. I said it. As you can see, I come with my Chinese clothes. We are going to win this battle today. Kataife, show them.
Swings and misses with the big right. And gets turned, and the referee's just going to let them crack on. And why not?
Kataife.
If it's definitely edging this with what we've seen so far, it's been able to land some very good
Zazu in the
but you can also see that Portable has got a lot of stamina.
Zazu in the comment section, please. Zazu in the comment section.
If he has dropped. But my concern is Ife's got a lot of energy as well. If you see on the streaming.
God, I beg time.
I want
Boxing.
to see what's going to happen in the third round. Will they still have this intensity?
I wonder if the excitement and everything else has potentially got to Portable, who's in a bad way in that corner.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think he's exhausted himself with all the dancing and all the crazy stuff.
Yeah, I think the adrenaline of both men has probably just got a little much for them, and it is hot in this arena. I think they've called that the end of round 2. Oh my word, this sets the scene for a new Nakatani, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think we're going to see something a little bit different at breakfast.
Portable is absolutely exhausted.
The doctor's having a long look there. I wonder.
The way he's looking at that corner, I will not be surprised if he's not coming out of that corner. And you can see Efe already when we get to that. But for now, let's stick with Portable. The doctor is going into the ring because he can see how exhausted he is as well. And don't forget, these guys aren't professional boxers, so it has to be taken into consideration. You see the way he's panting there.
Well, it has been a long night. Obviously, these fighters have been waiting backstage for quite a few hours. And I think the sheer adrenaline got them through that opening couple of minutes, but there's nothing left in the tank, is there?
He needs to reserve his energy and try and fight a bit more sensibly. The man who touched gloves with him earlier on is one of the biggest fighters out of Nigeria, Taiwo Esheko Agbaje. He was at the York Hall for some, bouts some years back. And you can see Kata every day looking more relaxed amongst the two of them. And he's somebody that I think that if he needs to up the ante, he will definitely do that.
Well, we've had a few breaks in proceedings tonight. We get another one here as Carter Efe, the man with the largest Twitch streaming following in the entire continent of Africa, but he's never been in a boxing ring. Portable has been in there twice. He's won 2 decision victories over Charles Okocha and Speed Darlington. So he got through those fights, but potentially the build up to this one has all got a bit too much. He hyped himself up.
Yes, sir.
He's hyped himself up into an absolute frenzy. The doctor being consulted at ringside. Portable was shaking his head, but I think he was shaking his head as if to say, do not call this off. Do not pull me out of this fight.
And that's my problem with him. His corner's trying to get him to be calm, but he seems to be jumping all over the place. And they're like telling him, and the doctor's like, really having words because they don't want any serious health situation on their hands.
I can tell you the promoter, Easy Adami, was having a chat with the doctor as well. Everyone wants to get a conclusion to this fight, but of course the safety of the two men in there is paramount.
Absolutely. And at any point in time, irrespective of whether this is a celebrity exhibition bout, more stamina and
well, chaos in the ring has lived up to the billing.
Absolutely, and of course it's climaxing even above the billing.
So we are going to see a third round. The halfway point. 4 more minutes remain, do they?
I said it. As you can see, I come with my Chinese clothes.
You can just about tick off everything on your boxing bingo card tonight. I think they're going to have one more decisive round. This is the championship round.
This is the championship round. Judging from the fact that both of them aren't professional boxers. And you see Efe once again.
2 minutes to settle the score. And Portable caught one on that exchange and may just look to hold on here for just over 100 seconds. Portable is out on his feet.
And the referee.
And I think the referee is saying no more.
Yeah, I think he's saying no more.
Portable is shaking his head.
What he's saying is that that's the end of the round. They had to reduce the hour or the minutes of that round. Two rounds have gone on already, and the way they're going, I think for the safety of both boxers, they have to quickly, stop. It's crazy though, but
so with 2 rounds complete, do we go to the cards?
2.5 rounds. I want to say.
Well, the crowd aren't happy.
Well, yeah,
I think they just want to see a conclusion.
Are we on course to see a new celebrity boxing champion? And you can see the fans of Carter Efe chanting his name, and he's also lapping to it as well. It will be an interesting spectacle to see Portable's reaction. He's someone who doesn't like to be on the losing side.
It'd be very interesting to see if we do get a winner declared. I would guess a no contest would be the outcome.
Possibly.
Maybe we do it all again.
Absolutely, and then of course they'll have to give them a strict instruction. They need to listen to the referees.
Boxing.
Chaos in the ring, confusion out of it. Incredibly, a discussion is being had with the judges, but for you, who got it? If we're scoring that from 2 rounds,
I definitely will be giving it to Carter Efe. But I suspect that we could be seeing one of those Jake Paul, Mike Tyson kind of results.
Yep.
Because I still can't understand how Jake Paul got that result in that fight against Tyson. A lot of us knew that Tyson was withholding his punches, and that's what exhibition bouts are all about anyways. But this one, I may not be surprised, just like you said, but I don't think they want to give it as a no contest. I suspect we could be seeing a draw, and then we're going to have another one, like you said, which obviously will also almost pull down the building again.
Portable has been degloved for a while. They're finally taking the tools off of Carter Efe, but they got to be used too significantly tonight.
Yes, sir. What they want,
So the ring continues to fill. But will we get a decision anytime soon?
The ring, it's looking like the end of a fight between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. When you get all the camps, all the celebrities getting in the ring. That's the kind of followership these two, social media personalities. Forget about the fact that they are singers as well, and of course comedians, but they are big social media personalities.
Well, they are bringing the 2 men together. I think Victor Godfrey is being informed of what the outcome is. I think we're just about ready to hear it.
Yes, sir. What they want,
DJ, thank you. Please, if you do not have any business in this ring, please step out. Please step out. If you have no business, please step out. Thank you. Please step out. If you have no business in the ring, please step out. And we will not announce the winner if you are still in the ring. Please step out. Please step out. Thank you. If you have no business in the ring, please step out.
Zazu in the comment section, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just witnessed history. After 3 rounds of action. After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. George Constance scores it 27-30. George Kemi Adebayo scores it 27-30. And George Abimbola scores the fight 27-30. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chaos in the Ring, the main event, brought to you by Balmoral Promotions and Amir Khan. And we do have a winner. Your winner by unanimous.
It's impossible to score, but we've got to score somehow.
Yeah, and it was down to who landed the clearer punches. And you've got to say it was Carter Efe, who rocked up Portable quite a few times. I was expecting Portable to use his wealth of experience, having had 2 celebrity fights before now, but he was so animated. I guess he was so angry that he was actually looking like he was going into a judo fight with Carter Efe, who was more concerned about throwing punches rather than wrestling. And then you saw him every time the round started. Carter Efe always went with his gloves, trying to tell Portable that yeah, it's a fight, but you know, we're celebrities, we're just making people happy, giving joy. Touch gloves, let's go into it. And there's really no law against that as well. We see some boxers do it as well. In between rounds, you see them touching gloves, showing mutual respect for each other. But Portable wasn't having any of it at all. And at the end of the day, it wasn't like he was the better fighter.
Well, in fact, he won the mind game battle at the beginning. He stayed backstage, he stayed calm. Portable worked himself.